Friday Night Lights. Growing up watching the Friday Night Lights football movie and series about the Permian Panthers has always made me want to go to Texas and experience a game for myself.
Here's to God and football. And 10 years from now, Street, good friends living large in Texas. Texas forever, Street.
Football may have started in the heady Northeast with Ivy League schools, but the heart of the game resides in Texas and in the southern states. Before the turn of the 20th century, Ball High School in Galveston, Texas was the first Texas high school to play the game. Galveston Ball HS for high school, first to play, equals 330 in English ordinal. Ball High School started Texas football equals 2,220 in English Sumerian and 133 in septenary. In 1894, the school team got its first win 24-0 against a local group called the Impromptus a few days before its Thanksgiving game against Texas A&M. Many notable NFL players have sprouted out of this 120-year-old program. Notable NFL star and future Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans once walked its halls.
After Mike Evans made his football debut that fall, he helped lead the Tours to the regional final that spring.
Texas is the most famous football state, hands down. In terms of NFL roster spots, Texas leads all states with 211 active NFL players as of 2022. Around 8.3% of all players in the league. Most NFL players are Texas-born equals 2,022 in English Sumerian. But there are other regions of the country that rival the Lone Star State in talent and competition. California, more specifically Southern California, and South Florida, more specifically Miami. California ranks second with 151 players in the NFL, while Florida ranks third with 149 players respectively. Looking at each of these regions specifically provides interesting context to the breeding grounds of football in America, but it doesn't really provide the why to the equation to get to the bottom of this mystery. It's time to zoom out and paint the picture needed to see the full canvas. East Texas, Southern California, and South Florida all fall under the subtropical climate or warmer. A humid subtropical climate is a zone of climate characterized by hot and humid summers and cool to mild winters. These climates normally lie on the southeast side of all continents. In South Florida's case, it has a warmer tropical climate where it consistently has high temperatures, generally high annual precipitation, and there is no winter, per se. Frost does not occur, allowing tropical vegetation to grow. Logically speaking, these kinds of climate in these specific regions allow athletes to train outside longer, not being inhibited by winters where players would be relegated to inside workouts exclusively. The ability to work on your skills year-round does make a difference on development, especially with a sport like football, where strength training is important, but skillful mobility within the position played is just as important. Subtropical climate = great football equals 333 in English ordinal.
They say that when you drive across the border into eastern Texas, that you start feeling sick immediately as soon as you cross the border. And I think that's because of the humidity, and things just grow there like crazy. People think of Texas and they think rolling plains, dry, and then you go down south to Houston and it's humid, right? But eastern Texas up by Dallas is very jungle-like.
I mapped out Los Angeles, San Diego, to Dallas, Galveston, to Miami. I am calling this specific patch of land the Fertile Football Fields of America. Fertile Football Fields of America is East Texas, South Florida, and Southern California equals 333 in the reduction cipher. The Fertile Football Fields of America falls right below the 33 degrees north latitude, or the 33rd parallel. Most fertile football =33 north equals 333 in English ordinal. In this graphic of the United States of America, the red line is for the 33rd parallel or 33rd north latitude, and the blue line is for the state's borders. Southern California, East Texas, and South Florida easily fall under the 33rd parallel, which includes most of the South, which leads us to an even bigger piece to the puzzle to help us answer why football is so integral to not only America, not only these regions, not only subtropical climates, but symbolically in regards to religion. The highest day in the land of America for religion and football is Sunday.
One final tick of the clock remains. If they win, it will cap an amazing comeback, but it's a 49-yard field goal into the wind.
Make it.
The kick is up.
Oh, please.
Holy Toledo, it's good!
It's good! It's good to see you all in church.
The Bible Belt in the South runs along the 33rd parallel north. Bible Belt equals 33 in English reduction. The Bible Belt of the USA is a cultural description of an area of the country where Christianity and religious traditions play a large role in everyday life. Football with Christian religion equals 333 in English ordinal and 153 in English reduction. We know 33 and its permutations are very important, but why is the number 153 integral to this story? Remember the Gospel of John, chapter 21, 1 through 14. After Jesus rose from the dead, he appeared to the disciples on a number of occasions. John 21 records the third of those instances and includes a notable mention of 153 fish. Peter and the others had just witnessed another miracle of Jesus involving a large catch of fish, and Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, 153, but even with so many, the net was not torn. Gospel of John, chapter 21, 1 through 14, and football and Christians both equals 222 in English ordinal. 153 fish equals 33 in reduction. The fish is arguably the most significant symbol in Christianity, maybe even more so than the cross. The symbolic fish is a Vesca Piscis. Vesca Piscis means fish bladder. Make sure to note the American football is shaped like a Vesca Piscis. Vesca Piscis equals 53 in reduction, very similar to 153 when using the parent number rule.
That black form in the middle there, that's called the Vesica Piscis or the Vesica Piscis, depending on what you prefer. The Vesica Piscis is literally the womb of the universe.
Are you starting to see the full symbolic scope of American football, the South, Sundays, and the Christian religion of the United States? Join my Patreon today for only $5 to receive a monthly esoteric documentary on your favorite sports athletes and events. Real, raw, uncut, and uncensored without the limitations of YouTube. Join today to see the other side of the sports world.